We are now recording. Hello, this is Chaz Blanks with a. These are the top 10 most wanted cars for the ban list. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into this. Smoke grenades, the first card that everyone was banned. Makes sense. Card, it's a hand ripper. Like it's about 75 cents. I definitely try to get rid of this right now. It's like I think the lowest is 75 cents a copy. Um, people are all selling this because it's about to get banned. It's a card that's definitely gonna get it definitely needs to get banned. Um, you know, like this card was one like the issue with this card. It mainly became a problem because of Infernoble and how they were able to get equipped cards, pop them, and you can take a card out of your hand. Like Infernoble, they Dragon Link to a certain extent was on Violon Cube was able to exploit this card, but nah, this card is like what is it? It's kind of like Snatch Deal plus like Delinquent Duo in a sense because Snatch Deal is equipped, Delinquent Duo takes the card out of your hand, and this card has like no that like you know like restriction on it. It says when this card is destroyed by a card effect while equipped to a monster, look at your opponent's hand and discard one card from their hand. That's me. Just look. Peekaboo. Oh, let me get that. Yeah, put that in the graveyard. No, nope. I don't need that. The beer hit me for 5. Oh, you got an ash. Man, look at that ash. Graveyard. Gamma. Graveyard. Like, boom. And then if this definitely works if you have like a dark law, and then you go into this, you look. Oh, look, driver banished before you even get to that game. It probably won't, but there's cases where you know if you put like a token on their side, they can't use Gamma now. Like if Dinosaurs are able to use this, the card be broken. But nah, this card needs to go. It's like I think you this is probably one out of 3 cards, but definitely this is the most wanted card on the list right here. Smoke grenade, most wanted, like most wanted. You like if you don't want this card banned, you either play Infernoble Knights or you love just taking cards out of your opponent's hand, and you must have loved playing during Topologic Gumbler Dragon when it was just rip for 4, with Aqua Dolphin and Space Connector. Yeah, nah, this card needs to go. I've never like advocated for like card to go so bad, but this card and this next card that is another most wanted card on the list needs to go. Like these 2 cards, like smoke grenade is one of those cards. It's unfair. It's unfair if because it's mostly 2 decks play it. It's like I'm all about competitive advantage, but I'd rather beat you when you're at full power. Not when I take a card out of your hand. Before I don't want to beat you before you even play. I want to beat you while you're playing. I want to make sure oh, I'm gonna counter every step you do, and then just beat you. On a merit. That's what I want to do. And the second card that needs to get banished right here. Let me tag. Yep. Dragon Buster Destruction. So people keep is I know some people say Buster Well. It's not Buster Well. This card. This card needs to be banned. Right here. Boom. It wasn't broken until another card. Like it wasn't broken until like was it? It was okay, yeah. It wasn't broken to this card right here. This card, you can carry is the reason why Dragon Buster needs to be banned. 2 monsters, same type as Drew, boom, right there. Cannot be used as link material. Doesn't matter. You can target one face of monster you control. Quit one monster, to it from your hand. What was it? You could target one, quit one monster, to it from your hand or deck with the same original type of attributes. The equipped monster gains with solid attack. Boom. That's maybe equipped with Barlow Savage. Think about it. Barlow Savage was a 2 or 3. Like think about 3 negate Aurora Dawn. like say you like you use a roller down for something, it gets in the graveyard, you get three negates, you get 1150, you get 4150, then you get this another 1,000, or the best thing I ever seen Boris Savage equipped it with Cerulia for 2,800. It got 1,400. It got what 4,400, 5,400. Boros Savage. Card is nuts. If you equipped it with from the deck, you cannot spell summon monsters with the same. That 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 drawback does nothing. This card, Union Carrier, is the reason why this card can no longer no longer be in the format. This card was not broken. No one was even looking at this card until you know no one was looking at this card until back to the video. Yeah, no, it like no one was looking at this card. I mean, people there were certain people that knew this card was gonna be broken, but no one was using it. Like Buster Blade was barely using it. They was using Buster, was it the not the protector whelp. They were using Buster whelp and Buster Blade. They was probably and they was using one that locked people out of the spell trap use more than the extra deck. Like this card was a tech, but it was mainly using Buster Blade until Union Carrier came out. The issue is with Union Carrier. Union Carrier promotes a lot of other decks. This doesn't. This is a first of all the level one dragon tuner, dark. Chaos. It's a level one. This card needs to go. It's not even by the effect, but it's just easy to get out. Even if you want to use it, like this card has to. It needs to go because it locks out the extra deck. Even though I like from time to time I might double play True Draco. I might lock somebody out with domain monarchs. But you could pop that with like that takes a lot of setup because I have to have an extra. I not an extra deck. I can't play no extra deck. I have to have a monster on my side of the field that has to tribute something. Of course, True Jacob's easy, but nah, this card I wouldn't say it's degenerate. I think the way it was used, the setup for it, and how people just sit on it. You can't play extra deck. You wanna go game two? It 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 promotes I won't say unhealthy because they life is not fair. Like you sometimes your opponent's gonna have better cards because you might have more money to buy. You might be a budget player. You might be able to finally get Ash and Imperm, but now your opponent got Forbidden Droplets and Tactics. Life's not fair because everyone doesn't start like not everyone start the same and not everyone ends at the same time. Like my ending might not be that person's ending. But this card needs to get banned. This is I think this is probably behind Smoke Grenade. This is another universal card where yeah, get it banned. Just get it out of here. Cause when you look at Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, like imagine your extra deck reliant deck. Your deck is an extra deck reliant deck. You can't use it, and then all your plays I seen a mirror match where this card was used on an opponent. The opponent just scooped it up. Couldn't even get the game two because he didn't comic sign clothes are not searchable. Choice are not searchable. And then it wasn't just this. He couldn't lock out an extra deck. The opponent turn one flips up Imperial Order. Man, what? Just go to game two. Just and nah, this card needs to go. It just needs to go. I'm not one for cards to be banned, but if two cards get banned, it needs to be Dragon Buster Destruction Sword and Smoke Grenade the Thief. Like those two. I'll be cool with just those two getting banned. And matter of fact, this third card might need to get banned too. Yeah, like you can see me, you can see me typing a card in it, typing the card in the thing, and I have no problem with this card. If card gets limited to one, I have no problem. All right, not that beast. No, not him. Nope. Yeah. VFD, very friendly. I don't know where you get the very friendly dragon. I look at him, very ferocious dragon. Very, like very furious dragon. Oh, looking boy, this nah, this is like nah. If I saw this in real life, this look like a dragon that comes out of Stranger Things or something. Like the upside down. Yeah, nah, like, am I playing something that game one, turn one, and game one, turn one, and nope, I'm just go to game two. I'm not even gonna try, like, definitely, if I know my deck needs to go first, nah, we'll go to game two. I ain't got time. Cause it's like, and the thing about true king of all calamities, the most powerful effect a lot of times it's the effect no one really uses, but both effects are nuts. First of all, two or more level 9 monsters. Virtual World could, get three materials under this. Generators could get about 5 if it ends on a crazy board. You can also don't also remember virtual world now. Like and I'm thinking with my Konami brain. I'm thinking from a business aspect. Why would Konami want to ban this? Like, it's like virtual world. I want to say it needs it, but they love it. Like, virtual world probably the first deck that uses multiple. Like I like the only I like even with True King Dino, I didn't see this deck using more than one. It might add two or three because it was playing Pilot Extravagance to make sure they get banished. But I never saw this deck be used more than one. Like, and that's the thing about it. When you look at a card like this, the opponent activated, and they have two, like it says two or more. That's mean if your opponent even uses, if they even use at least two, that's mean your turn, their turn they're playing, and your turn you're not playing. You know, because you might play a card that's a different attribute. Like you might play Adamantine Player, Plague Spreader Zombie is your first card, and then they go, oh, we're gonna yes, rock. Because if they know what you're going to turn one, because sometimes they can figure out your deck just by what card you play, and it might not even be a card part of your deck. Cause if I'm playing like Virtual World and I know my opponent's playing Dino, I'm gonna activate this. Boom. I'm going fire. I'm going fire. I might set up two. Boom. Then boom. Like I'm gonna fire. Now you can't activate miscellaneous source. Hmm. Or I might, if miscellaneous source gets limited, I might activate fire one turn. It goes, graveyard. Or I might activate light. Now you can't use Jewel Beast or Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. It's this card has so many utility, and now Virtual World wants to use two of them in one turn, or you set up two, you use one, you use the other one. You use one and you keep the other one for backup. Like, like my player brain is saying this is not healthy for the game. This card needs to go get banned. My business side is saying Konami's not done selling Virtual World, and more cards coming out, more cards that could benefit from True King of All Calamities. As much as we want this card banned, I don't see this card getting banned. It needs to be banned. I don't see the card. I can see this card getting limited. And like, unlike Black Dragon, where I said Black Dragon, I'll sad with Black Dragon got banned, but I need to get banned. If this card doesn't get banned, like you got another 3 months because this ban list coming up is really gonna show us where Konami is looking at when it comes to the ban list. Because ban lists do that because it's usually Konami looking from our money aspect. Because of course it's a business. You want to make money at the end of the day. You want to get profits. You want to be financially secure. But when it comes down to it, give me one sec. Hey, my biggest thing with True Clean Oil Calamities is virtual world benefits from this. Take it away, virtual world might be a tier 2 deck. Might be. We don't know. We can't tell. Right now, it came out of nowhere. Like that's another thing. It's like virtual world is good as they is, but this card needs to get hit. I don't think it will. I don't think it will because I don't think Konami's done selling virtual world. I think virtual world might be getting some more support. The deck already looks like it's about damn near perfect. Excuse me. Get some water. I gotta drink water. But make sure you stay hydrated out there. But I don't see Konami banning this. I I can see them limited now and then banning it in the future. But right now, I can't see them banning this because putting this card to forbidden to 0. But nah, I don't think this card game. I don't think this card game banned until the next forbidden list. And I think that's gonna be around March or April. I can't see Konami saying, "Oh, let's." I know this card is ban worthy, but we can't hit it just yet. We can't just hit it just yet. We got Virtual World. People love playing with Lulu and Lao Lao and Kier and all those Virtual World monsters. Not just yet. We'll give it another. We'll give it another. Was it 3 months? I mean, a format. To me, a format is like um, every new set or every week, every month. A format is dependent. Is usually once a week. I mean, a format depends on a tech. Yeah. Next card, Mystic Mind. Sorry, go on a little tangent sometimes. Mystic Mind. Boom. At first I saw this card. Oh yeah, this card is easy to out. Card is nuts. This card is nutty. If your opponent controls more monsters than you, your opponent cannot activate monster effects or declare a deck. If you control more monsters than your opponent, then you cannot activate monster effects or declare attack once per turn during the end phase. If both players control the same amount of monsters, destroy this card. The reason why I'm against this card getting banned, I don't think this card is. I think the effect is damn near like perfect. Like this is one of the cards I was like, yo, I gotta pick up this card as soon as when it came out in was it Dark Near Storm, man. That was one of the first cards that like I bought out the set. Like this card is nuts. The main reason why I could say, give me one second. The reason why I say this card won't get banned, I mean, Konami could have banned it so many times, but there's so many ways to out it now. Harpy's Feather does it, Lightning Storm, Cosmic Cyclone, MST, even though no one really puts MST anymore. Twin Twisters, um, and also sometimes all you gotta do is put a token on your opponent's side of the field, or if your opponent has a monster, you just summon a monster. You just wait till the end turn, like boom. Um, the one thing I do hope they limit it. Only because I do not like Mystic Mind Burn, and I like Jeff. I seen a couple Jeff Letters duels. He seems like a nice guy, and it's nothing against him. But I'm the biggest disappointment against burn decks. Like I think the only burn deck I've actually ever liked was Trickstar, and that's it. Trickstar. That's the only burn deck I like, cause it's like cleverly a combo control deck that also burns you. Like, but overall, nah, I'm not for. I'm not for this card, but I don't like. This is one card. If they finally hit it, good. If they don't, because that's the one thing when you think about from a duelist perspective, you automatically gotta play the out because you always got like because there's always gonna be back row decks. Definitely you play Cosmic Cyclone. They play you play Twin Twist. If you're going first, you play the Heavy Storm Dusters. You play a Hate True Name. You play cards that's going to either bounce or destroy cards. You never just look at the meta and be like, oh, those are the only decks I'm going to face. Half the time when you go to your locals, you're not facing meta. You're facing what this kid just bought off the eBay for $20. Man, you might face Battle Wise. You might face an appliancer deck. You might face an Unchained deck. This kid literally bought off. He bought the whole core. He bought the whole core from Pro Play Games for like $25. And none. I just say Pro Play Games because that's what I did. I bought the majority of an Unchained deck and 10E deck between Unchained Games and Untapped Games. I mean Pro Play Games and Untapped Games for about 25, $30. Like that. Like and you start looking at like cards like Mystic Mind, like card is nuts. But its choke point is you sometimes have to play chess with your opponent. You don't play checkers, you play chess. You put a monster. Now or it's like because your opponent is going to because you do look at the card. It has a lot of outs. The main choke point that you want to go for is you you play chess with your opponent. You summon a monster. They have a monster. You wait to the end phase. It destroys. Boom. Now your opponent has to either get a second copy out. Now they have to destroy your monster and then play it at the end phase. You know, or like sometimes the card is gonna be dead because it's like if your opponent doesn't take out your monster, he can't have more than you. Like sometimes, like Mystic Mind, it's like playing chess while you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You have to be. It's kind of like chicken game, but not nowhere near as bad as chicken game was. And I didn't play it during that format, but Mystic Mind doesn't even get banned. If it gets banned, I know a lot of players would be happy about it, but I mean, it's not as powerful as a card as people make it out to be. But this card right here, the Numeron, the Numeron cards were a flop. But this ain't the video for that. This is Utopic Zexal. Boom. You know, it's another floodgate monster. Like, boom. You can attach this, three number of these monsters. This card Exceed Summon cannot be negated when Exceed Summon your opponent's card that affects cannot be activated. Yeah. You know. What's during your opponent's turn like cannot be activated. You could detach one Exceed material from this card. Your opponent's card and effect cannot be activated this turn. This is a quick effect. That is nuts. Back to the video. Sorry, it's just been a couple of interruptions. Nah, this card is nuts. The reason why I'm not for this card game being the how do I put this nicely? The Utopic Zexal, the the Numeron engine flopped, and I mean, sorry, let me. It flopped and it flopped in a hard way because it was a very good set, very good engine, and Battle of Legends Armageddon's Revenge was a good set, but it came out the same. It was about a month before Dragoons, and people were waiting for Dragoons, and I mean, it was the set. It was very lackluster. I mean, the engine went from like $70 to being about 20. Like, I mean, everyone who invested in it early lost money. Like, that's like, I mean, you could buy three. Like, you could buy that engine three times over. Like, and the engine didn't fit into as many decks as people thought it could. It was like, but nah, this car doesn't need to be. I mean, should should I right now? I don't think it needs to be banned. But if there's any more powerful cars that come out, yeah, no, this car needs to go. It needs to get banned. The next card I'm gonna discuss to me doesn't need to be banned because it's only good with one type of monster. And I don't know, and people are so like, it's like, oh, it makes that one deck. It's like, the thing about a ban list, and I'm gonna do a little quick tutorial video. Not a tutorial video, it's my way on how when I do a ban list discussion on how I think what cards need to get hit. I can understand why LP. I can see why people want LP hit. Like, I can see why people want that card hit, cause it special summons from it special summons from the deck. I mean, to me, that's not that broken. Is it's not that broken because it can only be used in Dragon decks. I mean, Dragon decks are powerful. You got Red Eyes, you got Blue Eyes, you got Dragon Maid, you got Dragon Link. It's no in particular order. I'm just thinking of Dragon decks of Dragoonies. You got a lot of Dragon decks off the top of my head. I'm just thinking this the thing with Dragon decks is of course they're always gonna have powerful support. Like some like to me, if you want to ban it, I understand why the card needs to be banned. I don't think the card needs to be banned right now. Probably later on. I've always said, don't ever like in a card game, anything like this where you want to make money. If you make more money, you know. Because think about it, if you ban the card beforehand, sometimes people are going to not want to buy into the product. My like big brain I'm thinking with is let the card come out, let the deck get at its powerful peak, and then being a lot of stuff. Now you move on, you get a new deck. You might even get Dragon Maid to get in and be top, not top tier, but it be in discussion for a good Dragon deck, as well as Dragoonies. Blue Eyes might be a nice pick to go to a locals with. Like I don't know, like as like any deck, like, cause any card that's like specific to one type, I won't say it ban. Like it says you cannot special summon monsters except dragon monsters during your main phase. You can special summon one dragon monster from your hand or deck to your zone that two or more link monsters point to. Like, the most of the time they're going to be dragons. Sometimes they might be another kind of card, but the card is not. This card is not. It's not broken. It's broken in the dragon deck, but like it's not. You can't use it in any other deck. And I'm not gonna ban a card that's only good in one type of deck. Like I'll ban the smoke grenade to see Dragon Buster, True King All Calamity, even Mythic Mind. Even though I think Mythic Mind is okay at best, it's not busted unless in the right deck. Because you're playing chess when you play that card. But LP, nah, this card doesn't need to be banned. Nowhere needs to be banned. Like I don't know why people are like so hyped of that card needs to be banned. It doesn't need to be banned. It doesn't. No, it nowhere needs to be banned. not even it doesn't even need to be touched because like see what like 70 cents. I mean, if Konami has this, it's gonna be mostly before a business move. Not gonna be player because they finally listed to it. No, it's a business move. Konami's not really caring about the player base. They care about making money. They care about making money because that's what a business does. They make money at the end of the day. Of course, people like customers leave and go, but their business will always be there. Like at the end of the day, they care about the businesses that buy a product off them because that's where they make their money at. And then you got players that invest in. They're gonna buy a TCG player that because Konami getting their cut up front, and then you're investing, and you're investing in remote duels. You're investing all the time to put it into a game, like like it's fun, but we're not getting no what cash prizes from it. That's why it's one of those things where when you want to ban a card, you know, when you want to talk about banning a card, you want to look at it not from a what card I want to do because I don't like you don't make a prediction. You can make a prediction list. That's always the last video like. I like to make a prediction list of what cards they're going to do. I'm looking at it from okay cards they can do, cards they can't do because you're looking at it from a business aspect. Like smoke grenade, I can't sell that because like that only good at one that Dragon Ball that can't sell that. True King All Calamities, people are going to want to play Virtual World. I could keep that card for another 3 months. I could get more people to get Virtual World. I could get more support out. Boom. Next, I got more money. I can make another what is it? You got Dragoonies in what March? Dragoonies in March for Guard Jacket LP for Dragon, Link Cross. Like this card right here. Sorry, Link Cross. This card needs to get banned between this card and Marshall Metal Marcher. One of these two has to go. I'm not sure which one. If it was up to me, I would ban. I might ban both only because I'm no longer making money off Eternity Code. But then again, I'm looking down for a reprint. Am I going to want to reprint this in the 10? Because I could ban Marshall Metal Marcher and like what is it the card that is cheap is about 20 cents. Like I could go right now to Yu-Gi-Oh! Bros deal buy what 25 at 20 cents a piece. What's that? No, sorry, that's about what $5. It's about I could buy 20 off one seller or TJD Gaming for what I could buy 25 off them for $5 and then move them. Like, say if Link Cross doesn't get, say if either card doesn't get banned, Marshall Metal Marcher goes up to $1. Like, boom, I could sell 25, make $25 off a $5 investment. You don't know. Sometimes you don't know how to market moves, but it's a gamble. But between Marshall Metal Marcher and Link Cross, one of these two cards gotta go. My pick, like personally for me, Link Cross, but I think from a business aspect, Maximum Gold, it's sold as much as it can. The card is not worth more than $1. I ban Marshall Metal Marcher, keep it moving. I might ban Link Cross too. I might ban both, like, cause that's the thing. Cause like, we don't know what Konami's thinking. We could wish all we want, and Konami be like, we're gonna ban Smoke Grenade. We're gonna ban Dragon Buster. You got anything else you want to do? That's it. We're not gonna ban anything else. No, not really degenerate. Oh, we're gonna limit True King All Calamities. We're gonna limit Red Eye Fusion. We're gonna limit Fossil Digger 2. We're gonna keep miscellaneous stories that's there. Like Donald's good for it. Oh, one card we can make money off. Let's put Call by the Grave back to 3. Boom. we don't know what's going on. We don't know how Konami's thinking, but that's that. Those two cards are number. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are 7 and 8. Link Cross is 7. Marshall Murray March is 8. Whichever one you want to look. Um, the last two cards, I've seen people want to talk about getting banned. Like miscellaneous Saurus. If you just hear that beep in the background, it's just the alarm going off. Not the alarm going off, but number 9 right here. Number 9. I'm not really I'm just doing 10 cards. People are, like the 10 most wanted cards. It's like a most wanted list cards. People want banned. Miscellaneous service doesn't need to be banned. Not even close. Like anybody said, no limited. I can see why limited, but not banned. If you want this card banned, you don't want no one to have fun. You want it to be like La La Land. Everybody's like, oh, this deck dead. Move on to a new deck, and then but you out here playing like Burning Abyss from 2015. Like, dude, like Burning Abyss is way past its prime, man. You got Phantom Knights. Go to Phantom Knights. Go to Raid Raptors. Like, Burning Abyss is good. It's great, but nah. Like, talk about you can put Beatrice back as 3 and Burning Abyss is past its prime. Like, it's a trap deck. You can do it. There's no combo because Block Drag is banned. And you guys were happy about it, but now it's like, oh, I can't play. Yeah, you can't play combo because Block Drag is banned. And all you guys were advocating, oh, Block Dragon needs to get banned. Konami needs to ban it. Now it's banned, and you kind of want Block Dragon back. Yeah, you got what you wanted, and now boom, you, you it's all good till it's gone, and no longer there. But this the card right here, Konami, Fossil Deck, because you're not selling this. Um, the last reprint we got of Fossil Deck was because this would have been a good. This would have been like Lost World is a good reprint, but if you really wanted to reprint a card, like you could have reprinted Fossil Deck. Like Fossil Deck, this card not getting reprinted in my mind is saying Konami's like we're not gonna hit miscellaneous source. We know a lot of people want to ban limited or banned, limited and or banned. But Fossil Deck, read this because miscellaneous stories effect is because I'm gonna go back to it 1 second. But read Fossil Deck effect first before I go back to um Fossil Deck. Add 1 level 6 or low downside type monster from your deck to your hand. From the deck, it's like you look at this card, it's Rhoda. He's saying Rhoda's at 1 and bet at 1 for I don't know how long. But Fossil Deck is able to run at 3 because now that I was like if we really want to be consistent and fair, Fossil Dig to 1, boom. Did I probably resolved Fossil Dig once, like multiple times in one turn once my Yu-Gi-Oh career. I've never resolved more than 2 Fossil Dig in a game. Like it's usually you got soul eating. I remember before Jewel Beats, it was Overtext. You go soul eating, Overtext to the graveyard. It's like, and the Jewel Beats made the deck better. It made the deck a lot better. Cause even when miscellaneous over that's 3, Call by Grave is that's 3, and Call by the Grave is another card that needs to come back to 3. I know why Konami hit it for Crossout Designator, but like Crossout, we don't know when Crossout Designator is coming. Like I saw it could have came out in Genesis Impact. No, it's coming out in Blazing Vortex. Is it coming out from Ghosts from the Past? Like why ban it? Why limit Call by the Grave and then Crossout Designator does come out for another ban, like for another what another 2 or 3 months. I know you try to sell triple tactics talent, but it's like the card is good, but it's way overpriced and overvalued, overhyped for a card that's decent. Like that card is decent at best. Like cause you look at Call by the Grave, and if you had that phase down, you activated against like miscellaneous stores, man, dinos were in a hurt of trouble. And you look at miscellaneous stores, you're like, yo, Call by the Grave would be perfect at 3, and they hit it to 1, and now the car's a problem. It's like you take away the card that was the equalizer. God, this alarm. You take away the card that was a problem, and then you take away the card that was the equalizer for the problem, and then now the problem gets worse, and then people want to ban it. It's like no, you you had the you had the solution. You took it away to sell another card that doesn't really it. Oh, so I get to draw two, look at a card, bounce it back to your deck, or take a monster. It's like no, it's great, but like it's like damn. It's like can we at least keep like Call It a Grave with like it was like rogue players that was like their best card. You just took it away just because you want to sell a new car. Of course, it's business. I'm never gonna look at a business move, but like triple tactic talent and Call It a Graveyard. Two like, cause you're hitting a card in the graveyard. Like you know, of course you still have. I mean, you still have Skullmeister. You still have whether Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion, but that card needs like that card needs to come back. That like Callback Green needs to come back. That's just simple. That's just simple as that. Like Miscellaneous Error doesn't need to get banned. Fossil Dig, if the problem card needs to go to 1. Easy as that. I don't know why people are like discussing it. Um, Last but not least, right here. Let me just type this in real here. Right, and it gone. This is the last card. This is a very easy card. Like, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's just a little freed up on screen. Probably Verde Anaconda. Like between this card, I don't think this card needs a good ban or limited. The Dragoon, the Red Dark Dragoon is a good card, but the process to it is a pain in the ass, and this is the reason why I don't feel like this engine will ever get hit. I feel like the card itself will get hit. Um, real quick, they got permanent low $18 for maximum gold. Pick those up. Pick those up. Not a not a Mark Watch channel, but I just love to save people money. Right out of Dark Dragoon. Boom. Cannot be destroyed by card effect. This play can target this card effect during your main phase. Boom. It's it's bam. It get up to what 5,000 attack. It's burn damage. I mean, once per turn when a card, you could discard 1 card and negate the activation. If you do, boom. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 monster. I mean, get up to 4,000, but you could do burn damage. Card nuts. This card will get banned. I don't know when. To me, is this wasn't a mistake. I think the mistake was you brought this out around the same time Verde the Condo was still legal. Like this card is nuts. Like this card plus Verde and the Condo is nuts because it's. I mean, Verde kind of does have its choke points. Well, dark because you have to stop Dark Dragoon from getting summoned, or you have to have a kaiju. Like, of course, a kaiju damn near summons every stops every problem. But nah. Overall, these are my top 10 most wanted cards that people want banned and or touched. I agree. I agree with the first 3 three or four. Lynn Cross, I do believe Marshall Man Marcher. Those two need to go. One of those two. The reason why I didn't talk about Christian Hickley Firebacks, I don't think that's no longer a problem card. I think when it was over in the OCG, it was very powerful. It was very it was it warped the format, but we had the counters for it. We were ready for Hickley Firebacks, and it came in right at the beginning of the pandemic. It's like when that card came out, the pandemic like started. Conspiracy? I think not. Nope. Let me not say that. But cards not like Hickley Fry Christian Hickley Firebacks. I don't know why they changed from needle fiber. Doesn't need to be banned at all. Like if it gets banned, I'll be sad, but I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm not usually surprised by business moves. I'm usually surprised when a card gets limited out of nowhere just because. Like I was surprised when Cult by the Grave got limited. I was surprised when Black Dragon or Just Synchron O line got banned. Those make sense. Oh, like Black Dragon makes sense from a business standpoint. They're not selling Secret Slays anymore. They need to get new decks in because it's like it was a two deck format. I mean, you took out Synchron, Eldritch Synchron. You kept it Eldritch. Eldritch kind of fell to the wayside. It was good. It got mixed with Zodiacs. It went there and here and there. But Zodiac still never. To me, Zodiac will never be at full power. But overall, these are my 10 cards. Sorry to ramble on a little longer than expected. These are my top 10 most wanted cards that people want banned from the Yu-Gi-Oh community, Yu-Gi-Tubers. Yes. Just once again, my name is Chaz Blanks. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day, everyone.